Joining us, head coach of the Cavaliers, Dane Damron, UVAY, set to begin South Atlantic Conference play this weekend on the road at Barton College in a 4 p.m. kickoff. Coach, before we talk about the Bulldogs, we'll quickly rehash last week's game at Thomas More. You made the statement after the game, it'll either define us or refine us. What's been the mood in the locker room and around the club the last few days after that game?
Well, yesterday was our off day, so we had a chance to see him on Sunday, and it seemed fine. Kids are a lot more resilient than coaches are. They've got a much shorter memory than we have. It was just bad. We were just bad, and I told guys the more you stir manure, the more it stinks. So we're not going to spend a whole lot of time stirring that. It is what it is. The film speaks for itself. All credit to Thomas More because, I thought they just kicked our butts. And so now it's on to a very, very good Barton College team.
Well, you've talked about, Coach, from the time that we talked at the start of summer camp till today that you hoped at least that by the time you got to your first league game, you may have an answer at the quarterback position. Did you see anything from either one of those two guys Saturday, or is it still an open competition here going into Saturday's game?
We'll play that a little bit close to the vest. I wasn't happy with how that group played, but to say that group didn't play good would be saying that the other groups played good and they didn't either. We just laid an egg offensively, from the get-go. We were 1st and 10, 2nd and 9, 3rd and 8 the whole game. We couldn't get anything done. So we'll go out there this week and coach them. And, I like both of the kids that have played. I think they're fine young men. The hardest part about this job, especially now that I'm trying to coach quarterbacks too, is, you gotta leave personal feelings aside because I think both those kids have done everything I've asked, but we've got to make a decision and go with one of them. And, no matter what you do, one of them's not going to be happy about it. That's just part of it.
Well, switching gears here this week, you're playing a Bulldog team. They come in 2-0 off a big win on the road at Davidson. And it's a team we've seen here the last couple of years. They arguably have the best running back in the country in Jordan Terrell. In fact, he leads all active NCAA Division II running backs. He has over 4,000 rushing yards in his career. It's an old adage, you have to run the football and you have to stop the run. But has that ever been more evident than what it'll be Saturday?
No, I agree 100%. Last year I thought that we did a great job containing him, but we forgot about the quarterback. They got 3 dudes that gain all their yards for them. They got that receiver number 10, the quarterback, and the running back. They're as 3 as dynamic athletes as we have in our league. I know Coach White will have a great defensive game plan for them. The crazy thing is, Darryl, I've watched the 2021 film, watched the 2022 film, and then put our film, and then watch them this year. We're playing the exact same team we played 2 years ago. And I think that's a credit to Coach Hester that he's been able to keep all those kids. So we played them as redshirt freshmen, and now they're juniors, and now they're juniors and seniors, and kind of like it was last week at Thomas More. They've got a ton more experience than we have, and that's something that we're going to battle all year long. I think we got a talented football team, but we're young as we can be, and sometimes with young comes immaturity and silly mistakes, and we've got to try our best to eliminate that.
Coach, it's far more common in the lower levels of collegiate football than I think at the FBS level. But you're now in a stretch here where every game you play the rest of the year will be a league game. Just your overall thoughts on that, kind of how the schedule breaks out here in the South Atlantic Conference, where you play 9 consecutive conference games to wrap up the season.
Yeah, it's no joke. There's no question about that. It's not going to get easier. I think our league's as tough as any league in Division II football, and we've got to strap it on. We got to try to stay healthy. Like I said, I think we got some good players. We just don't have a lot of depth, and right now we got to go out there today, who's going to be healthy, and see what we can get done.
Coach, good luck Saturday. Fans, kickoff 4:00 from Wilson, North Carolina. You can listen live on FM 93.5 or online at WAXM.com. Thanks, Dane.
Thanks, Darryl. I appreciate you, buddy.